What's up, guys? Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with a new video. But before we get to this new video, I just want to pretty much owe y'all apology. And this is not no half bullshit apology. This is actually a sincere, legit apology. For those who've been my fans for like quite a while, all the way from my start of my channel, I like to sincerely give you apologize for not really doing my promise or keeping my promise of making video for y'all guys, right? Or continue the grinding that I said I was going to do. I owe y'all a sincere apology. And for newcomers too, I owe y'all apology too. If y'all just hopped on my channel and saw my videos and was wondering where I'm at or if I'm dead or not. Well, I'm here to let y'all know that I'm not dead. And I'm here to give y'all a sincere apology for not doing my videos and not keeping up the grind I said I wanted to do for myself. And to do the things I built up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But enough of that apologies. I wanted to let y'all know I'm coming back. I'm more than, you could say, motivated to do more videos and to actually fulfill y'all guys' deepest and craziest what if fantasies, and to do it as the best of my way to interpret it of what is like of doing what ifs. Now, I know there's other what if YouTubers who quit doing what ifs or back is doing what ifs and doing better than me. But I'm just letting y'all know right now, I'm going to do the thing that I do most, telling what ifs, not giving a fuck about YouTube, you could say, and doing whatever I want, my way. Now, I've left that talking. This is going to be a new what if. This new what if is going to be pretty much what if Hinata was Goku. I know this is not like a new what if idea, but this is the best of a fresh start of a what if, you could say. But this is going to be what if Hinata was Goku. I should probably give out the shout out who gave me this idea. This is Meowless. Shout out to you. You're the one who actually commented on one of my videos when I was checking videos now to see what video I wanted to do or who was going to give me one. So, shout out to you, Mal. And let's get this started. So, this is going to be part 1. And I should probably get started. Shit, this is a little wild. My bad. But how are we going to get this started? How will Hinata be the infamous, the legendary, all-holy Goku, y'all like to call him? And how will she even work in the Naruto universe of this crazy batshit Goku? Well, first we're going to have to start with, of course, reincarnations and yada yada. But we're not going to do reincarnations. We're just going to do it in a different way. We start off with the final battle with Goku. Well, not a final battle. We start off with the Tournament of Power. Now, Goku is pretty much fighting and stuff. And this is where he's pretty much using the Master Ultra Instinct, and he's going beyond his limit. This is where he's fighting Jiren. Now, after the fight, this is where pretty much Goku will win the fight, but it will come at the cost of him dying. We're just going to say the Master Ultra Instinct comes with a side effect if you didn't master it all the way, and you die. It comes with death. So, this is where Goku makes his wish and stuff, but this is where he start clenching his chest and falling to the ground. Everybody's running up to Goku and all that, and they're basically saying, Goku, what's wrong? And the Angel Whis is saying, well, Goku used too much of the Master Ultra Instinct without even mastering it, and it kind of comes with a great satisfact death. So, this is where everybody's crying and stuff, and everybody's all upset. And Goku is saying, don't be sad, and, all that. And he looks at Vegeta and said, make sure to take care of my family and stuff, and make sure to protect the universe. Which Vegeta, grunts his teeth and says, fine, Kakarot, and all that. And this is where Goku dies. Now, since Goku, I'm going to kind of take this off a little bit off Dragon Ball. Since Goku have died multiple times, let's just say, he can't really go to heaven or hell. Instead, he gets a reincarnation, but he won't have none of his memories, He won't have none of his memories. And actually, no, he is. Well, we're just gonna mix it up. He is, but he's only gonna have memories of the transformations and stuff. He's not gonna remember he was a guy. He's not gonna remember. He's not gonna remember that he has a penis. All that. Okay. He's just gonna have only the memories of transformation and his martial arts fighting techniques and the ultra instinct, all that. But other than that, he's not gonna remember nothing else. So this is where he gets reincarnated. But instead of getting reincarnated in Dragon Ball, his soul goes into a different universe. And this is where he heads in the Naruto universe. Now, this is where Hinata gets born. And as Hinata's getting born, the Nine Tails attack happened. And everything happens the same. Nothing else different happens. Except for the reincarnation of that. Now, we start off with Hinata's story. Now, this is where Hinata will pretty much be born and all that. And her hair would be different. Her hair would be dark black, as like very dark black, and she will grow a tail, which all the Hyugas are a little bit questionable about it, including the head of the Hyuga. He's definitely questionable about it, but they all start thinking of the great Sun Wukong, which we're gonna say Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. You know, Wukong was in the Naruto universe. Well, tells about him of these great mortal heavens and all that. Like the ninjas, like the stories and stuff. Do they believe it's kind of true? Half of them do, half of them don't. But hey, pick your poison. But pretty much this is where Hinata is born with tail, and her tail is black as well. We're just gonna put it with it. And this is where, actually no, it's gonna be brown. But pretty much this is where the Hyuga thinks that Hinata is the great Sun Wukong, with the bow staff and all that. And other Hyugas just think that she's just a born from a mixed function and stuff, and just think she just, was born. And other Hyugas, like I'm going to say Neji, is pretty much making fun of her. They, calling her a monkey and stuff, and but, other than that, yeah. This is where will grow up and all that, and she will pretty much be beside Neji, but she, instead of her being her canon self, where she reached all the way to the part where, she's weak and stuff and all that, she will actually have a multiply, since she's you could say Saiyan hybrid of a Hyuga. So her strength will be much different, and I'm going to say, since Goku is a low caste Saiyan, but low class Saiyans is still strong. So, but her motivation of training, getting stronger, and fighting strong opponents will basically be the side of Goku's side. This is where she'll basically be trying extra hard, training, fighting with other Hyugas and stuff, and she'll be using these unique fighting martial arts styles, which other Hyugas are like saying, this is not the Hyuga style, and saying, what is this fight style, which Hinata would not know, but all she knows is that she just knows it. And this will bring a lot of awe to Hyuga, because her fighting style is not of a Hyuga, but the equivalent, it is powerful, very good of these techniques that she does. Which, this is what Neji, will get jealous and envious of his sister, of, all the praise and stuff. And the Hyugas are saying, like, yeah, she might have a tail, but she can actually be the next head of the Hyuga, They all praising her. Some is still on Neji's side saying, nah, we can't let that monkey girl, being a little racist, being a little monkey racist, saying, we can't let that girl be a part of the head of the Hyuga, which other people are saying, like, nah, I think she's a perfect candidate, So it's like kind of like a sideway of one side on Neji and the other side is on Hinata. But I digress. Let's continue. This is where pretty much Hinata will want to be ahead of the Hyuga, because, like I said, she's not 100% Goku, but she's not 100%, Hinata. She's a mix between. But let's continue. Pretty much Hinata is pretty much training, constantly, pushing herself to the limits, like just really improving herself. I would say, how strong is she? I would say she is stronger than the rogue ninja in the Naruto Ninja Seal arc. I'll say that one with the scroll ceiling. I'll say she's stronger than him right now, right about now. But pretty much this is where she's training and stuff, and we're going to say this is where the certain events where we're gonna do a time where the hidden cloud will do the abduction to try to abduct Hinata. Now, this is where the hidden cloud comes in and grabs Hinata. Well, try to grab Hinata, but Hinata, like I said, got the instance like Goku, will instantly instant transmutation. Now, I know what y'all saying. Instant transmission? How does she has that? Well, I'm going to say she has a little bit mix of ki and chakra. And it's mixed in with each other. So it's kind of like she has chakra and ki. I know, a little bit broken. But we can work with it, guys. We can work with it. Guys and girls, okay? We can work with it. But let's continue. Pretty much, this is where she would do an instant transmission. And she will pretty much be a little dazed because... Well, she'll be a little winded because she took a little bit of her ki, which she doesn't have a lot of ki yet. Well, no, she doesn't have a lot of ki yet, but she has a good amount. But she gets a little winded from teleporting back. But she breaks herself in. She gets in her fighting stance. I'll say it's between Hyuga and a fighting Goku stance. So she has her front hand forward, like that of the Hyuga stance hands, and her fist will be like up. Think of it like a fighting style. Like her hand is like she had got her front hand like a Hyuga stance, and her top hand is on top of her head. Basically, have a fist. Basically, like the fighting. Think of a fighting stance like Goku fighting stance / Hyuga fighting stance, just with the hands, with the one hand out and the other hand is not. Okay, but pretty much she gets in this fighting stance, and the Hidden Cloud ninjas are pretty much saying, "Oh, she thinks she can beat us. Okay, I guess we can have a little fun." So they basically, charge at her, and Hinata is pretty much dodging their attacks, participating, pretty much knocking them back, kicking them and stuff. And they're pretty much having a hard time fighting her. Now, this is where one of the other ninjas, Cloud Ninja, will shoot, I say, wind bullets at her, and she pretty much will participate and pretty much knock them away. And this is where she will shoot a ki blast at one of them. This ki blast wouldn't necessarily kill him, but blast him back and hit him in the tree, knocking him out. Now, this is where the other Hyuga, this is where the other Hyuga will come in, and also Itachi will come in and help. And this is where Hinata did not get abducted, but pretty much got help, extra backup. This is where Hyuga captured one of the Clown Ninjas, while the other two, escape. And this is where they found out the Clown Ninja was trying to abduct Hyuga and stuff, and they failed the mission. That's what brought Great Chain. You get the gist of it. But let's skip. Time skip. This is where oh wait, not time skip yet. Let's get all the way to the full moon. Now, this is where one time event, Hinata was pretty much out training and stuff, and this is where she looks at the moon. Now, this is where the moon transfers her, and she turns into a giant great ape. Now, this is where the Leaf Village is thinking that it's a Nine Tails attack happening, and it's really not. And I'm gonna say Hinata's not near the village, but she's like close to it, just not like a far away from it. But she's in like the Forest of Death, pretty much training, because the Forest of Death is dangerous. It has a lot of stuff. But she pretty much looks at the moon and she turns into a great ape. Now, this is where they see a big grape ape just rampaging in the Forest of Death, and none of the ninjas know what the hell is that or where did it even come from. They think it's a summoning jutsu. They're trying to figure out what the hell is that. And I'm going to say, while everybody's, trying to figure out what the hell is that, and half of the village is, like, screaming and freaking out, Naruto climbs up top and says, "Whoa, what is that?" And he pretty much noticed because I'm going to say Naruto noticed. He pretty much noticed that it's a brown tail and says, "Wait a minute, there's only one person who has a brown tail." Which I'm going to say Naruto's not dumb in this. But he ate the smartest, but he's in the medium, you could say. But pretty much all he knows is that one person who has a tail, and it's Hinata. And he says, "Is this Hinata?" Now, of course, Sasuke will be there at that time too, and will be trying to figure out what is that as well. And Sasuke will also notice the tell because Sasuke is not dumb as well. And they would notice that this is pretty much Hinata. Now, Itachi would hear it from his brother and immediately get ready to try to stop Hinata, or at least try to put her in a genjutsu to put her down, or like to put her to sleep, you see. Now, this is where, she's rampaging, blasting the whole forest, knocking things, just rampaging. Now, this is where the Hyuga is trying to take care of this themselves. They don't want no other clan trying to help them because this is their own problem. But this is where Itachi will come in and the Uchihas will come out to help. And, they'll distract her and stuff, shooting some fireball, but not try to hurt. Like, they shoot fireballs at her, but, she's just knocking them away, not even getting phased about it. But this is where Itachi will pull his thing, his Sharingan, and try to put her in the Genjutsu, and surprisingly it works. And this where knocks her out, put her to sleep, and she starts shrinking back. Now, the Hyuga didn't know that she can transform into this. And this is where the Hyuga is start thinking and saying, I think she is the Sun Wukong. Which, now they start believing that she's the Sun Wukong. Which she's not, but they think she is, the Great Monkey King. After that, this is where we're doing time skip. Now, we got a little bit older now. This is where we're at the academy arc now. The you could say the academy arc of the testing and all that. This is where Hinata pretty much still will have the liking, still have a liking to Naruto. And this is where she would still like Naruto, have feelings for Naruto, but it would be like in the sense of like she won't know. She won't know. but she has this feeling, she has feelings for him, you could say. Now, this is where pretty much she sits by Naruto and stuff, and she's pretty much friend with Naruto, and Naruto is friends with her after knowing that she's grade 8. And this is where he talks to her and stuff, and basically says, oh, so I saw your transformation, and she says, oh, that. And she's a little embarrassed about it, but Naruto says, I think that's pretty cool, that you can transform into like a cool great ape, like a big ape, like a beast, like. And she was like, oh, really? And Naruto was basically saying like, I bet you're strong. Like, do you think you want to spar with me later on? Which Hinata would say yes, and they would get into a sparring thing and be training with each other. So Naruto wouldn't be noodle weak. Well, he wouldn't. He won't be weak. He'll be like a little bit up of the strong scale, you could say, because he'd be fighting with Hinata. Well, training with Hinata. Now, everything goes as the same in canon. We're pretty much going to switch to the Naruto side, and pretty much the same thing happens. He pretty much does Shadow Clone test. Of course, failed because Kurama's messing with his chakra, and he pretty much failed the test, which pretty much one of the teachers say, hey, you can pass if get the scroll of stealing, which Naruto agreed and go get it. Now, this is where Hinata will be out, and I should probably tell you what Hinata looks like. Hinata pretty much looks like the same, but she would just have a crown on her head because the Hyuga thinks she's Sun Wukong, so they will put a crown on her head and she will have bracelets on her wrists because they think she's the great Sun Wukong. But pretty much, but Hinata would look pretty much the same. It was just she would have a crown and bracelets. Pretty much, this is where she would be roaming at night, and she would not be looking at the moon. She would not be looking at the moon because she knows she can't really control her gray ape, and she knows if she looks at it, she's going to turn. So basically, she's just not looking at the moon, but just looking around and stuff. And this is where she will see Naruto with the Stealing Scroll. Now, this is where she will follow Naruto. And as she's following Naruto will pretty much head to the forest. He'll pretty much open up the scroll and learn some jutsus. This is where Hinata will come in and say, hey, what you doing? Which Naruto would freak out and say, you scared me. Which he would pretty much say that Aruka sensei? No, not Aruka. But the other sensei, that if he gets the scroll stealing, he gets the pass. Which Hinata is not a dummy and knows that this is pretty much a setup. Says to him that, I think you've been set up, Naruto. But what jutsu was you trying to learn? The multi-shadow clone jutsu, which Naruto was talk to her about, and pretty much explain, and pretty much will learn it. Which Hinata will just look with Naruto and just see some jutsus in there as well. But other than that, she would just pretty much see some jutsus in there and just see it. And Naruto would just only learn that one jutsu. Now, oh well, not one jutsu. He will also learn another one. But if y'all know, y'all know. Pretty much, Naruto will close it, and Iruka Sensei will come in and says, "Hey Naruto, what are you doing here, and why are you doing with the scroll ceiling?" Which Naruto says that did I pass? I learned this that as original canon. Which this is where the big shuriken come in, and instead of Iruka Sensei getting hit by it, Hinata will come in and just block it with her wrist, just deflect it, knock it away to a tree. Which the other two Sensei will come in and says, "Huh. I thought it would just be you, Naruto. I'm kind of disappointed that it's Iruka Sensei here and Hinata Hyuga, which this is where he would come down from the tree, and Hinata will sense some bad intent from him and immediately get in the final stance saying, I think he was trying to get rid of you, Naruto, and also steal the scroll." Which this is where Naruto will get in also a final stand, which this is where Sensei knows that he may not be available. He'll be available to defeat Ruka and Naruto, but Hinata might be different. And especially he's thinking if they work together, he's gonna have a difficult time. So this is where he drops the whole bomb about Naruto being the Nine-Tailed Shinchuriki and the whole villaging attack, which Naruto goes into mental shock, which this is where the other one throws another big shuriken at Iruka, which Hinata's about to block it till he throws another one at her. She has to block it, which the other one hits Iruka, but not damaging him badly, just hurting him. And he kind of mobilizing him a little bit. This is where pretty much Hinata is saying, "Iruka Sensei, are you alright?" Which he says, "Yeah, I'm alright. But make sure Naruto's alright." Which this is where he says, "I don't know why you care about Naruto. Ain't you the one who hate him the one who killed your parents?" Which Iruka's saying, "Shut up," and all that. The same thing happens, but just Hinata's there. Pretty much after that, this is where Hinata is about to fight him, and Iruka says, "Oh, ain't you the one who turned into that gray ape? That ape? That giant of a monster?" Which she says, "Yeah, that was me." Which he says, ain't you afraid of turning again?" Which this is where he will cut an open beam of light. Which this is where it will show the moon, and she will pretty much turn into a gray ape in front of the big arrow. Now this is where she's about to wild out and stuff until Naruto snaps out of it, and he pretty much says, "Hinata, you can do it." Which this is where Naruto's giving out his Naruto speech, talk no jutsu, and pretty much telling her that she's not a monster. She can use her power for good. She can snap out of it. And this is where it actually works. And she begins to start slowly controlling her gray ape. This is where she starts calming down and then starts coming back to her senses. This is where she sees the other one, and she does before he can throw another thing at her, she pretty much immediately swapped him away with the tail and sent him flying to a wall. And this is where he pretty much gets sent into a wall and get hit. And he's pretty much down for a count. Yes, we did not see a multi-shadow clone jutsu, but hey, at least we saw a gray ape Hinata smack one of the guys to a wall. Pretty much after he gets smacked to a wall, he's pretty much down for a count. And Hinata begins to start controlling it, and she starts to slowly turn back. Now, as she turns back, of course, she's naked, because when you turn in Grape 8, you rip clothes unless you have built-in protective armor that can, shrink right you go back. But pretty much, she shrinks back and all her clothes is gone. And Naruto gets a nosebleed, and she's pretty much covering herself, which Iruka Sensei cover her up and pretty much says, "Thank you for helping us." And Naruto's apologized for getting them in that predicament, but Iruka says it's okay and pass Naruto anyway, so we can continue the story. Now after that, this is where Naruto comes comes into the comes back to the academy, all and everybody's all sitting down waiting to get their sensei get picked. We're gonna switch it up. Hinata will be put in with Naruto and Sasuke. They will be Team 7, and Hinata will get put in the other team. So yeah, pretty much this is where they're waiting for Kakashi Sensei, and as they're waiting for him, he's being late. This is where Hinata will pretty much train with Hinata, and pretty much will be fighting and stuff in the classroom and stuff, and pretty much will be fighting, and Naruto will be dodging her attacks and stuff, and they pretty much Naruto will use his multi-shot jutsu to fight, which Hinata will be blocking half of them, knocking them out, and so forth. This is where Naruto would get knocked back, say, "Ah, damn! I thought I had you this time," which Hinata would be like, "It's okay, maybe it might be next time," which Naruto would be like, "Yeah," which Sasuke will pretty much will be on his own business, but he'd be like, jump down, and he'll pretty much come down and say, "I want to fight too." Before they about to fight, this is where Kakashi will come in, and he will look at the whole team he got, and he'd be like, interesting. And he'll pretty much will tell them to meet up on top. Now, as he's telling me up top, Hinata will instant transmission up top there, which Kakashi will be shocked, which Naruto and Sasuke will take the normal route. Now, as they take a normal route, this is where Kakashi will say to introduce herself, and they all do the same thing as usual, except for Hinata. Hinata will pretty much says she wants to be the strongest Kinoshi around the whole Leaf Village and around the whole nation, and pretty much be ahead of the Hyuga. Now, pretty much after that, this is where Kakashi will say, meet him tomorrow at the bell test. They'll eat or you're going to regret it. And he pretty much anticipate while everybody going their own separate way, except for Naruto and Hinata. They go out to eat some Ichiran ramen. And this is pretty much part 1 of What If Hinata Was Goku. If y'all like, leave a like. Let's just get up to 10 likes and I'll do a part 2. But I'm Keishan Ochia. Thanks for watching. And also, make sure to comment down of what videos y'all want me to redo or to, put a part on, and I'll be glad to listen. But I'm Keishan Ochia. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Quack.
It looks like you lost another one.